Have you ever looked at your life and wondered, is it too late for me to change, to heal, to begin again? Let me tell you something powerful, something your soul has been waiting to hear. You are not too old to heal. Not by a single day, not by a single breath. In a world obsessed with youth and beginnings, we forget the sacred power of later chapters, the grace, the wisdom, the quiet transformation that can come not in our spring, but in our winter. You, dear soul, carry a story written in experience, in loss, in love, in laughter, in lessons that no textbook can ever teach. And just because there are more candles on your cake or more years behind than ahead, doesn't mean your healing journey is over. In fact, it may be just beginning. There is a reason your heart is still beating. There is a reason you found this message today. And it's not random, it's a divine whisper. Your soul still has a purpose. Your heart still deserves peace. And your body still responds to love. This series is for you. The one who feels forgotten, the one who thinks time has passed, the one who wonders, is healing still possible for me? Yes, 1,000 times, yes. And today, we begin that journey together. Part 2, the myth of too late. They say, you can't teach an old dog new tricks, but you are not a dog, and healing is not a trick. Healing is remembrance. It is returning, not to who you were, but to who you truly are, beneath the scars, the disappointments, and the years of silent endurance. One of the greatest lies society tells us is that healing belongs to the young, that after a certain age, the heart stiffens, the mind closes, the soul retires. But that is a myth, a dangerous myth, because healing is not bound by time. It is timeless, and so is your soul. You see, emotional wounds don't care about your age. They live quietly, buried under decades of duty, of raising families, of careers, of heartbreaks that you never had time to process. They're still there, and they still deserve light. What if the reason you've been feeling so heavy is not because of age, but because your soul has been asking for release? You are not broken. You are not weak. You are a soul carrying burdens that were never yours to keep. And now, in this chapter of your life, you finally have the time, the space, and the wisdom to let go. This is not the end. This is not your fading. This is your rising. A slow, gentle, soulful rising. Healing now won't erase the past, but it will free your future. Even if that future is one quiet, peaceful year. Isn't that still worth it? You don't have to be young to begin again. You just have to be willing. So if you're listening to this and feeling a small light flicker inside your chest, that is your soul saying, I'm still here. I'm still ready. Let's walk together. You've carried the weight alone long enough. Part 3, the heart remembers everything. You may think, what is the point of revisiting the past now? Isn't it better to just let it go? But here's the truth. The past doesn't go anywhere until it is seen, felt, and released. It lives in the corners of your body, in the sighs you take without knowing, in the tears that come unexpectedly during a quiet evening. Your heart remembers everything. The promises broken, the dreams abandoned, the people you loved who didn't stay, the words you wanted to say but swallowed for the sake of peace, the times you showed up for others but no one showed up for you, and most of all, the deep desire to feel whole again. Here's what healing in later life looks like. It's not dramatic. It's not loud. It's a soft unraveling. It's you sitting in a chair, eyes closed, letting one memory come up. And instead of pushing it away, you say, I see you. You mattered. And it's okay now. Healing doesn't always mean fixing what's broken. Sometimes it simply means sitting beside the pain and saying, I'm here, and I'm not afraid of you anymore. You've spent decades being strong. Strong for others. Strong through storms. Strong when you were tired. But now, strength looks different. Now, strength is softness. It's honesty. It's giving yourself permission to cry, to laugh, to forgive, and to rest. Even the trees shed their leaves at the right time. Not because they're dying, but because they're getting ready to bloom again. So can you. This stage of life, your twilight years, is not about fading. It is about awakening. An awakening that whispers, it is never too late to be gentle with yourself. You don't need to relive your past to heal it. You just need to stop running from it. Because your heart remembers everything. And now it's finally ready to release. Let's honor that. Part 4. Forgiveness is the medicine of the soul. If you want to heal, you must first learn to forgive. Not for them, for you. Forgiveness is not saying what happened was okay. It's not pretending the pain didn't matter. It's simply choosing to no longer carry what was never yours to carry forever. Forgiveness is medicine. And you, dear soul, deserve to take it, drop by drop, moment by moment. There are people you loved who couldn't love you back. There are people you trusted who broke that trust. There are chapters in your life that still make your chest tighten when you remember them. But hear this. You don't forgive because they deserve peace. You forgive because you do. Because your heart is tired of the weight. Because your body feels heavy from the battles that ended long ago but still echo inside your bones. Because your soul, yes, your soul, is aching for lightness. Forgiveness is not forgetting. It's remembering differently. It's looking at the wound and saying, you hurt me, but you will not define me. And the most powerful forgiveness? It's the one you give to yourself. Forgive yourself for the things you didn't know back then. For staying too long. For leaving too soon. For the mistakes you made while you were trying to survive. For all the ways you abandoned yourself just to feel accepted. You did the best you could with what you had, with what you knew, with the strength you could muster. Let that be enough. This chapter of your life is not about punishing yourself. It's about releasing the guilt, the regret, the self-blame so you can finally taste peace. Because peace doesn't come when everything is perfect. Peace comes when you choose to no longer suffer. So today, let your healing begin with this gentle whisper. I forgive you. Say it to yourself. Say it until it sinks in. Say it like a lullaby to your soul. You are not too old to heal. And forgiveness is your key. Part 5. Healing the inner child in your elder years. Inside every senior soul, there still lives a child. A little you, curious, tender, sensitive, and full of wonder. And sometimes that child still waits for the love they didn't receive, for the words they never heard, for the safety they never felt. A part of healing, especially later in life, is not about going forward. It's about going inward. Back to that child. The one who learned to be quiet to avoid punishment. The one who thought love had to be earned. The one who mistook silence for peace and struggle for strength. You may be older now, but the pain of that child can still echo through the halls of your heart. And healing begins when you pause and say, little one, I see you now, I'm here, and I'll never leave again. You don't need to change your past to heal it. You just need to meet yourself with gentleness. Go back, not with judgment, but with compassion. Speak to your younger self like you would to a beloved grandchild, with patience, with love, with soft hands and a softer voice. Let them know it wasn't their fault. Let them know they were always enough. Let them know that even if the world didn't love them the right way, you do now. Because when you heal the child inside you, you free the elder you are today. That's not just healing. That's freedom. That's the kind of peace no money can buy, no fame can replace, and no age can limit. If this message touched even the smallest part of your heart, know this. You're not alone on this journey. Our channel, Quiet Mind, Powerful Soul, was created for you to remind you that healing has no expiration date, and your soul is still deeply powerful. Subscribe to Quiet Mind, Powerful Soul, if you believe healing is still possible at any age. Comment below. I am ready to heal. Let's walk this path together.